Welcome back to My Views and News, another video with new stories from Ethiopia, Eritrea and Sudan. Firstly, North Wollo, South Wollo, especially South Wollo and border, North Wollo, South Wollo border, where a new Fano faction is involved in fighting against security forces. Relatively new, though Wollo was the stronghold of East Amhara Fano of Yemere, Wodajo, but since the start of this new anti-government armed resistance movement in the Amhara region, we're seeing new names, the new leaders, commanders who are leading Fano fighters are surfacing. Secondly, viewers, Ethiopia is interested in joining an organization, if organization is the right word. The organization was formed more than a decade ago. BRICS is the name of the organization. It was BRIC, then it became BRICS. Why does Ethiopia want to join this platform? Thirdly, viewers, an Ethiopian activist claims that for the third time he has been summoned by authorities in a country where he is living. He is wanted in Ethiopia. He is not in Ethiopia, he is in Europe, but some individuals, organizations or Ethiopian government want him to be expelled from this country. Fourthly, Eritrea, UN High Commission for Refugees has confirmed the handing over of refugees from Ethiopia to Eritrea. And the refugees or Eritreans, because Ethiopian position is that those who have been returned are not refugees or asylum seekers. So those Eritreans who have been repatriated, have been deported, they were handed over to Eritrean military. And lastly, Sudan, viewers, rapid support forces have captured entire Zalingei, it seems. Key buildings in Zalingei were attacked by rapid support force members around 48 hours ago, and Central Darfur governor residence is under RSF control, and RSF commander is there. This residence is serving now as the headquarters of rapid support forces in Zalingei, Central Darfur. Firstly, was first news stories about a relatively new Fano faction which has emerged in Wollo. Its main stronghold is South Wollo, I think, because this Fano faction was seen in Dilanta, in Vagaltana a few days ago, when people protested there after a minor was allegedly raped by a member of Ethiopian National Defense Force. ENDF was stationed outside Vagaltana camp. An ENDF soldier was accused of this heinous crime. People protested. Family members accused Ethiopian military. Military did not hand over the criminal to the police. That is why people took to the streets. These Fano fighters took advantage of the situation, because before this incident there was fighting between Fano fighters and security forces close to Vagaltana. They entered Vagaltana and we saw thousands of them supporting them. Later they withdrew from Vagaltana. Now the same faction is involved in the ongoing fighting in South Wollo, North Wollo, and on South Wollo, North Wollo border reportedly. Vare is a place where in North Gondar heavy clashes are ongoing. Sagat and Vare are two places in North Wollo, not far away from South Wollo, where reportedly Heavy clashes have been ongoing between this Fano faction and Ethiopian security forces. This Fano faction is led by two colonels, Colonel Fentahun Muhabao and Colonel Mogus Zegai. The two are reportedly former Ethiopian National Defense Force colonels. I think they worked in Amhara Special Force too. Now they are heading this new Fano faction. Where is Mere Vodajo? Is he still based in Wollo? Is in North Wollo, and this group is in South Wollo, but we are receiving reports about presence of this new group in both North Wollo and South Wollo. Where is Mere Vodajo? Has Mere Vodajo left Wollo? Is now Wollo Fano being led by these two colonels? It's not clear, but these two colonels have managed to organize Fano fighters in a very short period of time. Very organized, large number of Fano fighters based in some areas suitable for their movement, for their bases. That is why we're seeing large-scale mobilization of Ethiopian military towards these places in North-South Wollo, where this group is based. Heavy fighting since yesterday in North Wollo and on North Wollo, South Wollo border. Mere Vodajo is nowhere to be seen. It means that Wollo Fano, Wollo has now two Fanos, Mere Vodajo Fano and Fano of Fentahun and Mogus. Are the two on the same page? Are they working separately? These new Fano factions which are emerging, is it a deliberate strategy that new Fano factions are being created, being led by new leadership? Or new Fano factions are emerging on their own, separately, independently, and all Fano factions are not on the same page? It's difficult to say, but overall we've seen that now Zemedkun is silent. The man who was known as the representative of Gajjam Fano, so he's out of prison, but he's silent. We have not heard about fighting being led by fighting between Fano fighters led by Zemedkun and Ethiopian security forces. He was released from prison in Bahidar a few days ago. Since then, he has been quiet. But Skandar's newly formed Amhara Popular Front is in the battlefield, fighting against Ethiopian military. Mere Vodajo, again nowhere to be seen, but this Fano faction led by Colonel Mogus and Fentahun is involved in fighting. Massafent is busy, I think. Massafent's Fano fighters are protecting themselves, defending themselves. They have been target of an operation, but they managed to survive. Massafent is busy. He is there on the ground. Zemedkun not on the ground leading Fano fighters. Mere Vodajo's whereabouts unknown. But the Shigao is there too, reportedly on the ground leading Fano fighters in North Shore of the Amhara region, reportedly. Secondly, viewers, Ethiopia is interested in joining BRICS. Meles Alam, Ethiopian Foreign Ministry spokesperson, has confirmed that Ethiopia has submitted an application to join BRICS. BRICS was BRIC. In 2009, it was formed. Brazil, Russia, India and China were four members of BRIC, which was a platform for economic cooperation, security cooperation, development cooperation. Then South Africa joined, so it became BRICS, S for South Africa. And later several countries apply to be a member of BRICS. Ethiopia wants to be a member of BRICS, some other African countries too. Iran, Saudi Arabia, Egypt, they have submitted applications. I think UAE as well. All of them want to be a member of BRICS. Ethiopia has officially confirmed that it wants to be a member of BRICS. Can we say BRICS is an alternative organization to lead a new world order? of which Isaias Afwerki, Eritrean president, is a big champion. BRICS is just a platform. It does not have organizational structure. But focus of BRICS is on economic cooperation. So developing countries think that they have something to gain from joining BRICS. If they're part of BRICS, they can get something for their countries from Russia and China, especially China. So I think Ethiopian request and some other countries' request for joining BRICS is that these countries hope that through their coordination with BRICS, their economies can strengthen. It's not about security cooperation. I think though security is also part of the manifesto of BRICS, but mainly the BRICS is focused on cooperation for cooperation in economic and development fields, reportedly. Thirdly, viewers, an Ethiopian activist known for his fiery content says that third time he is being summoned by local authorities in a country. He is not based in Ethiopia, but he is wanted in Ethiopia. His name is Zemedkun Bekele. He is a very fiery, provocative, orthodox activist. Sometimes the content he shares is provocative, hateful as well. Very popular, good following on Telegram, good following on TikTok. I think he was banned on YouTube, on Facebook too, but he's there on Telegram and on TikTok. Zemedkun said that so far twice some organizations or individuals complained against him to authorities in Germany. He's based in Germany. And on both occasions, he proved to authorities that he was not guilty, that he was not involved in spreading of hate speech. And authorities wanted him to take action against those who filed the complaint, but he did not. And he said for the third time, a new complaint has been lodged and has been summoned by authorities in Germany. Ethiopian government a few weeks ago shared a list of those activists, journalists, scholars who are actively working in a very coordinated manner to topple the government in Ethiopia. Zemedkun is on this list, and Ethio 360 journalists are on that list too. Ethio 360 YouTube channels are being blocked one after the other, though Ethiopian government has not been able to start any legal proceedings against those journalists who are based in US. It seems that in Germany, some Ethiopian government-backed individuals are trying to tell the authorities, local authorities in Germany, that Zemedkun is involved in spreading provocative material. Let's see, can he prove that he is innocent? That remains to be seen. But Ethiopian government is after Zemedkun. Government wants him to be expelled from Germany, but he's there so far in Germany. Fourthly, viewers, it has now been confirmed that Eritreans who were deported from Ethiopia were handed over to Eritrean military. United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees says that it has received reports that Eritreans were deported from Ethiopia, and those were handed over to Eritrean military. Why were they deported from Ethiopia? No detail shared by UN UN High Commissioner for Refugees. The commission says that according to the Ethiopian government, those who have been returned are not refugees or asylum seekers. Eritrean government is silent. If Eritrean military has received those who have been deported from Ethiopia, at least Eritrean government should tell the people who are they, why were they expelled from Ethiopia. Both governments are silent. They're not saying anything about this deportation. Either the two governments on the same page, those who have been deported are wanted in Eritrea, Eritrea demanded their deportation, or Eritrean government is silent because those who have been deported are criminal elements and Eritrean government does not want to acknowledge that Eritreans are involved in illegal criminal activities in Ethiopia. Let's see what happens, but so far it has been confirmed that Eritrean military received those who were deported from Ethiopia. Last about Sudan, where RSF fighters have taken control of Zalingei, capital of Central Darfur. West Darfur's capital, Al Janina, is already under their control, viewers. And just yesterday, an RSF commander shared a video message from Janina, and he said that RSF had consulted 18 tribes in Janina. Janina was peaceful. There was a relative calm in Janina. Relative calm because people have been displaced, infrastructure destroyed, city destroyed to no telecom, no electricity reportedly, no aid organizations. That is why there is calm in Al Janina. But this calm is like calm in a graveyard, it seems. Let's hope that there is no similar calm in Zalingei, where 48 hours ago, Rapid Support Force members entered the city. They have been there, they have been surrounding the city too, but 48 hours ago, they launched major attacks on city's key buildings. Ministry of Health's office, local hospital, CRP headquarters, police headquarters, all have come under the control of Rapid Support Forces in Zalingei. In Zalingei, there is residence of Central Darfur governor. This residence is now being used by RSF commander Ali Yaqub, who is using this building for RSF's military operations in Zalingei. So you can say Zalingei has fallen to Rapid Support Forces. Janina already under RSF control. I have been saying that gradually Darfur is going to come under RSF control. Gradually RSF expanding area under their control in Khartoum, Bari, Darman. Sudanese military has its presence in Zalingei. It had presence in Al Janina too, but Sudanese military was unable to stop the takeover of the city by Rapid Support Forces. Thank you for watching.